My brothers and sisters, one of the greatest gifts that Allah has given us is the early hours of the morning. These moments right after the Fajr prayer are not ordinary hours. They are filled with barakah, blessings that can transform your day, your work, and even your spiritual state. The Prophet Muhammad made a very powerful dua. Allah, bless my nation in their early mornings. So subhanallah, this is a reminder that the hours after Fajr are not to be wasted. They are a treasure, a hidden secret of success. Yet, unfortunately, many of us miss out on it because the moment we complete our prayer, we rush back to bed. My beloved brothers and sisters, the time after Fajr is when the angels bear witness to your worship. The Quran describes Fajr as a time of mashud. Imagine when you sit in Decca reciting Quran or even planning your day. It is not just you. The angels are recording it as a blessed moment in your life. Now, compare that to when you're rushing to sleep. The angels are there, but instead of writing down your remembrance or your pursuit of knowledge, they record your neglect. Which one do you think carries more reward? Which one will weigh heavier on the scale on the day of judgment? When we talk about barakah, it doesn't only mean spiritual blessings. It also refers to blessings in your time, your health, your wealth, and your productivity. You will notice that those who begin their day after Fajr accomplish much more than those who sleep until mid-morning. Think of it practically, the world is quiet. Your mind is fresh. Your heart is at ease after prayer. This is the perfect time to study, to work, to plan your business, or even to connect with your family. Whatever you do in these hours is filled with barakah. Allah places blessing in that effort, and you achieve more with less time. On the other hand, if you sleep, you waste these golden hours. You wake up later, perhaps feeling heavy, lazy, or even regretful. Often, you find that the entire day becomes less productive. This is what the scholars meant when they said that sleeping after Fajr regularly steals from your rizq. It takes away the blessings from your provision. Brothers and sisters, we live in a time where discipline is one of the greatest struggles. Staying up late with phones, wasting time in front of screens, and then sleeping after Fajr has become a norm. But do you know what happens when you make a small change? When you decide, today I will stay awake after Fajr, you are not just changing your schedule, you are strengthening your discipline. The one who controls the morning controls the day, and the one who controls the day is on the path to controlling his life. That is the power of barakah in the morning. Of course, Islam is a religion of balance. Sometimes you are truly exhausted. Maybe you were praying tahajjud. Maybe you were working late to provide for your family. Maybe your body genuinely needs rest. Islam does not forbid you from sleeping when necessary, but the problem comes when it becomes a daily habit, a lifestyle. The Prophet never encouraged us to make laziness our default. He encouraged us to use these blessed hours wisely and to rest at other times of the day. So how do we begin? Start small. After Fajr, instead of going straight to bed, tell yourself, I will sit for just 15 minutes. Open the Quran, recite a page or two, make dhikr, or write down your goals for the day. Slowly you will notice your energy, your focus, and your barakah increase. Within weeks, you will begin to see the difference. Your day will feel lighter, you will achieve more, and most importantly, you will feel closer to Allah. My brothers and sisters, don't miss this golden opportunity. The Prophet made dua for blessings in our mornings. How sad it would be if we throw that dua away by choosing sleep over productivity, laziness over discipline. The time after Fajr is a gift. Treat it as a gift. Use it wisely, and you will see your life change with the blessings of Allah in ways you never imagined. May Allah grant us the strength to make use of our mornings, to seek His blessings, and to never waste the opportunities He places before us. Ameen. My beloved brothers and sisters, Islam is a complete way of life. It does not only guide us in prayer and worship, but also in the way we look after our bodies, our time, and our discipline. One of the most overlooked habits today is sleeping immediately after Fajr. Many people think it is harmless, but if you reflect deeply, you will realize that this small action has a huge impact on both your health and your discipline. Allah Almighty created night for rest and day for work. And we made your sleep a means for rest, and we made the night as clothing, and we made the day for livelihood. A surah and Naba 7:18-9-11c, notice how the Quran connects sleep with night and livelihood with the day. The natural system of our bodies is designed to rest at night and be active during the day. When we reverse this order, staying up late at night and then sleeping after Fajr, we disturb the very balance Allah created for us. Science today proves what Islam encouraged centuries ago. The hours after Fajr are the best for mental focus, fresh energy and clarity. Exposure to early sunlight regulates the body's hormones, improves mood, helps set the circadian rhythm. The natural body clock, when you stay awake after Fajr, you are aligning yourself with the healthiest lifestyle. Your energy levels remain higher. Your digestion improves because your body moves early. Your sleep at night becomes deeper and more restful. and your chances of laziness and depression decrease. On the other hand, making it a habit to sleep after Fajr can make you feel heavy, groggy, and unmotivated. It disrupts your sleep cycle, leading to less productivity throughout the day. My brothers and sisters, discipline is one of the greatest keys to success in both dunya and akhirah. If you cannot discipline yourself to control your mornings, how will you control your bigger goals? The Prophet Muhammad was the most disciplined human being. He taught us to divide our time, worship at its proper time, work during the day and rest at night. When you choose to stay awake after Fajr, even if it is not easy in the beginning, you are training yourself in discipline. Ask yourself, what does it say about me if Allah has blessed me with life after Fajr, but I choose to waste it in sleep? When you push yourself to stay awake, your willpower grows stronger. And when your willpower grows stronger, every other area of your life begins to improve. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up late in the morning, you feel behind, the day feels shorter, your tasks pile up, and you begin with stress instead of peace? This is what happens when sleeping after Fajr becomes a lifestyle. The Prophet warned us against laziness and taught us to seek refuge from it in dua. Allah, I seek refuge in you from incapacity and laziness. So Sahih Muslim, laziness is not just a weakness of the body, it is a weakness of the soul. By fighting the urge to sleep after Fajr unnecessarily, you are fighting laziness itself. Now, some of you might ask, what if I am tired? What if my work requires me to rest? Islam is balanced. If you genuinely need rest, you can sleep later in the day. Through Qaylul had the sunnah midday nap. This nap recharges you without stealing the barakah of the early morning. A practical step is to change your night routine. Earlier, avoid wasting hours on screens and aim to rise fresh for Fajr. Once you pray, engage in something productive. Current daika, planning your tasks, or even light exercise. My brothers and sisters, health and discipline are both a manna. Trust given to us by Allah. Sleeping after Fajr regularly weakens both. But when you take charge of your mornings, you not only gain energy and focus, you also build the inner strength to live a more successful, balanced life. Remember, a disciplined morning leads to a disciplined day, and a disciplined life leads to a successful akhirah. May Allah grant us the ability to respect our bodies, value our time, and live with balance and purpose. Ameen. My beloved brothers and sisters, one of the most beautiful qualities of Islam is its balance. Allah Almighty has made this deen neither too difficult nor too strict, nor too loose or careless. It is a path of moderation where our needs, our limitations, and our situations are all taken into account. When it comes to the matter of sleeping after Fajr, many people become confused. Some hear that it is discouraged, while others know that sometimes the Prophet himself rested. So how do we understand this? The answer lies in balance and wisdom. Allah says in the Quran, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:86. This means that the rulings of Islam always consider our human capacity. If a person is genuinely tired after Fajr because they worked at night, studied hard, or prayed long hours, then resting becomes a need, not a sin. Islam never demands that we harm our health in the name of discipline. The problem is not occasional rest, it is the habit of laziness. If sleeping after Fajr becomes a daily lifestyle without necessity, we lose out on barakah and productivity. But if it is occasional and for a genuine reason, Islam allows it. It is important to remember that Islam has its own natural balance of sleep and rest. The Prophet encouraged the Qaylula, which is a short nap around midday. This nap gives energy, refreshes the mind, and allows the believer to worship better at night. So instead of rushing to sleep after Fajr, one can plan to rest later in the day when it is sunnah and more beneficial. This way, you preserve the blessing of the morning while still caring for your body. When we look into the life of the Prophet Muhammad, we find balance. Generally, we would stay awake after Fajr. He would engage in dhikr, speak to his companions, or prepare for the day. Yet, there are narrations where he rested if there was a reason. This shows us that it is not absolutely forbidden to rest after Fajr. Rather, the key is moderation and purpose. The Prophet never made laziness a habit, but when there was a genuine need, he took rest. This is the mercy of Islam. It recognizes human limits. My brothers and sisters, some people go to extremes. On one side, there are those who insist it is haram to sleep after Fajr under any circumstance. On the other side, there are those who don't care at all and make it their lifestyle. Both extremes are wrong. Islam teaches us to avoid extremes and walk the middle path. The Prophet said, this religion is easy and no one makes it difficult except that it will defeat him. Sahih Bukhari, so take the balanced approach. Make an effort to stay awake most of the time after Fajr for the blessings, but allow yourself rest when there is a genuine need. In today's world, many people work night shifts, study late, or travel. For them, sleeping after Fajr may be necessary. The solution is not guilt but adjustment. For example, if you must rest after Fajr, keep it short. Try to wake up again with energy to use your day productively. Use the sana of Kailula instead of long morning sleep. Plan your nights better to avoid unnecessary exhaustion. Remember, balance is not about doing everything perfectly every day. It is about being consistent, responsible, and intentional. My beloved brothers and sisters, Islam is not about extremes. It is about wisdom, moderation, and recognizing the blessing of every moment. Sleeping after Fajr is not haram, but making it a daily habit of laziness deprives us of the blessings Allah has placed in the morning. The key is to use these hours wisely whenever possible and to rest responsibly when needed. That is the balance of Islam: discipline with mercy, structure with flexibility, rules with exceptions. May Allah grant us wisdom to live with balance, strength to use our mornings for His sake, and peace in our rest and our work. Ameen.